Hey, what's going on, guys? This is OgagsPH, and finally I was able to have a decent run during the third phase with Gogmazios. So I can finally confidently teach you guys on what to do for each phases. So anyways, let's get into the build, and I really want to talk about this build because this is probably one of the best, if not the best build that's available right now for Title Update 4 for the dual blades. So let's get into it. This build is not going to be easy to get, and it's not going to be the Gogmapocalypse or Gormagala Lord Soul set bonus that you get for your R10. Although this will be the Ebony Odogaron's Power set bonus with Lord Soul. So the Ebony Odogaron will give you a +8 attack bonus while the burst skill is active, and then Lord Soul will also boost your raw damage by like 5% whenever you have three what do you call it, 3 Lord Soul pieces, which will give you Guts or Tenacity set bonus skill. And for the armor sets, I have 3 Udra armor pieces because I also have a level 3 resentment. So when you have a red health bar available, then New Udra's Mutiny will activate, and it's gonna boost your resentment skill whenever it's active. And also at the same time, I have level 4 peak performance. So it's like the best of both worlds. There's so many skills that I was actually able to put into this build, which is really amazing. So with peak performance, whenever your health is full, which is the opposite of resentment, your damage will be boosted, and it actually works perfectly with speed eating, because every time that I get hit by Gogmazios, I normally just potion up, and I try to like keep my health really high, or at least 3/4 of what I have, because I don't want to get like two-shotted, you know, because you never know, especially during the third phase. It's just really hard to avoid everything. But anyways, there's the peak performance. So you take advantage of the Udra bonus for the resentment, and then I also have the Gogmazios set bonus, which is what do you call it? The Gogmapocalypse. So it increases your elemental attack when the large monster is enraged. So it's kind of similar to Agitator. So whenever they're enraged, then it boosts your attack. But for this one, it's gonna be your elemental, which is perfect for Gogmazios. And I was able to get the burst boost bonus because of the waist of Gogmazios. So as you guys can see, there is the what do you call it, the Ebony Odogaron's Power set bonus that comes with it, and that's paired with the weapon. So that's actually perfect. I was able to put in 1, 2, where was that? Like, and then 3, and the Lord Soul, so like 4 different set bonus skills. So I mean, that's probably the best thing that you can do, and there's also a lot of comfort skills that are involved. So I got Item Prolonger level 3, so that's gonna help whenever I start using my buff items, such as the Might Pill. I'm gonna be spamming that a lot. And then I got Fire Resistance level 2. So this allows me to survive even Gogmazios' ultimate attack during the third phase. And for the most part, whenever I get hit, I don't really worry about it because I know that I can survive 1 or 2 hits at least consecutively because of the fire resistance bonus that I have. And then the speed eating, this will be level 3 during the third phase, because for the first and second phase I have Ranger 1, because during the second phase, when you're moving those what do you call it, when you're attaching those connectors for the cannon, then the Ranger Jewel or Outdoorsman, it allows you to move quicker. So I'm keeping that for only up until the second phase, and then after the second phase, I normally go back up to the camp and then swap my weapon and my jewels out. So this will be speed eating 3 during the third phase, and then yeah. So there's also self-improvement. So that's gonna boost your, what was that? That's gonna boost your attack and defense after like the 6 minute mark is when it starts activating, I believe. And then level 1 Mire Walker, so you can move into the mud freely. And Agitator, So that gives you 15% affinity at level 5, and as well as 20 attack bonus. So it works well together with guts. So my attack, my raw damage will really be boosted up with burst boost 1, chain, and guts. So it's probably one of the highest raw damage that you'll get for the game right now with this set, especially once either peak performance or resentment is active. And I also have a level 3 counter strike just in case I get knocked down, which I will. And the reason why I have it at level 3 because I'm pretty sure I'll get knocked down quite a few times. And at level 3, counter strike just extends the time up to like 45 seconds, I believe, at level 3. So that's going to be very effective for Gogmazios, especially if you get knocked down a lot. And that is pretty much it. Or actually, one more thing. So I'm not, as you can see, I'm not using any razor sharp or any sharpness jewel because I opted in for a sharpness reinforcement. So with plus 50 and 30 sharpness reinforcements, you don't need any sharpness jewels at all. That should be sufficient to to last you for a long time before sharpening again. And then for my talisman, I'm going with Critical Eye and Flayer. I went with Critical Eye because I normally try to achieve 50% affinity minimum. So right now I have 36 affinity, but once Challenger is active, then it's gonna go up to 51%. So that should be enough to do a lot of damage and do enough critical damage with this build. And that is pretty much it. I don't know if there's anything else better than this. Maybe a full crit build with Gogmazios set. I still need to try that out to see if that's better, but for now, let's get with the gameplay with this one. And during the first phase at the beginning, I normally just try to grab the slinger and then try to perfect dodge the roar, do some damage, try to fill in my gauge as soon as I can, and then that's when I put on my my mantle. And there you go, I got hit right away and counter strike is active, so getting knocked down is actually not too bad if you have counter strike. And the reason why I wanted to get that slinger is to light that up lava right there, because that does a lot of damage. It's like 2,000 damage per tick, and if he can stay there for a long time, then that's a lot of damage. And I think it goes up to like 3 ticks or 4. But yeah, you can also use the lava to get your perfect dodge buff. Oh, and I forgot to mention earlier that I have Mind's Eye for the fire weapon here because I read somewhere that Gogmazios has a what do you call it, a 40 slice hit zone for the wing arm. So Mind's Eye, I believe, should activate if I'm targeting the wing arm or other parts that has a low hit zone value. But I'm completely not sure if it's really that effective. I'm still like trying things out. And during the first and second phase, I normally just stick with the fire weapon because it's a little bit of a hassle to just swap back and forth with dragon and fire. But you know, I'm not sure if switching is more effective. But for this run, I'm just sticking with the fire weapon throughout the first and second phase. And then whenever those wyvern slingers are available, just grab them right away. And grab them and use them, because if you get a critical hit or if you hit the right spot, it'll do like between 400 to 500 damage, and that's quite a lot. So yeah, so whenever he's on a liquid state on one part of the body, then since I'm sticking with the fire weapon, I normally switch to the other part where the oil is not leaking yet. I don't really know that if that really matters. But I mean, look at that. Peak performance is working, and as well as resentment if I'm getting hit. So it's like literally the best of both worlds. It's so hard to find a build that's better than this. It's got so much damage skills and as well as comfort skills that I was able to put in all together. And always just light up that, because he normally like turns around. And see, like I think the tail hit it. I just didn't look to actually verify that. And then now we're on the second phase. The first thing that I normally do is pick up the rocks and start throwing it towards him, and then pick up the second rock and throw it, and then that's when I drop the boulder on top of him. Because sometimes if you don't drop the boulder, he's gonna start paying attention to you and start like blasting you with fire, and it'll be hard for you to throw the third rock. So just do the boulder and then throw the third rock, and you're able to do all that damage. And make sure to focus the back so you can get the cannon out of his back and start recharging it. So again, I'm just sticking with the fire weapon here, not really using the dragon element yet. And you can always use those explosion things to get your perfect dodge buff. You don't have to be like so close to it to get it. Like wait until it explodes, and then at that split second, just dodge towards it. And finally got the cannon down. So like as soon as he gets up here, I'm gonna start working on the loose nexus to charge the cannon. And I should have just dived over for that. I don't know why I didn't. I thought I was gonna be safe. But yeah, during this phase right here, I tend to just ignore him and just focus on charging the nexus, so I can get it to like 100% as soon as I can. Like I don't even care if it's down or not. I just worry about this. And this is where the Ranger Jewel will shine, or the Outdoorsman skill, because it allows you to move quicker when you're moving the loose nexus with you. And then now everything is plugged in, and I normally just align the cannon towards the middle. And I actually messed up on at the beginning of this hunt because I forgot to pre-buff, but I still had some like leftover buffs from the previous hunt that I did, but they didn't really last that long. I don't think I had any of the, what do you call it, the might seed or powder, or if I did, it wasn't gonna last that long. So now just firing the cannon. And this is where I switch to the dragon element, because I know for sure that I've done enough like fire damage that the oil is going to be leaking. And normally as soon as he gets up from that cannon is when he starts to move to the third phase. And then this lever part right here, I normally try to get that before doing it with a cannon, because towards the end of the phase 2, I don't know if that damage counts. So now I'm swapping my jewels. So it's just gonna be the ranger jewel. I'm gonna be swapping it for gobbler so I can have level 3 speed eating, because I want to be able to just use potions or rebuff right away during the third phase. And as if you guys didn't know, I'm a huge fan of level 3 speed eating. Like, if I can have one comfort skill and get rid of everything else, I would keep to have the speed eating. It really helps a lot. And like, once you get used to playing with it, it's kind of hard to not have it, and it sucks when you don't have it. Oh yeah, just before heading into the third phase, just doing my rebuffs. And during the third phase here, as soon as I pick up the slinger, I normally stand above the high ground here on the left. And when you're on your sacred, make sure that you're not sprinting with it. Just do regular movement, because it's hard to control it when you're sprinting. So only sprint if you're actually gonna get hit. If you're not gonna get hit, then don't even bother. And if you do get hit like this, don't get up. Because if I would have gotten up right there, I would have gotten hit twice. And that would have cost me my, my life right there. So focus just using the slingers. And I know that sometimes he's gonna go down, but it's not even worth going down if the slingers are available, because the amount of damage that the slinger does, you're not gonna be able to do it, because he gets back up right away and starts flying. And the only time that I really go down is when I'm out of slingers, or if I know for a fact that he's gonna stay down for a while. And like I said, you can't go wrong with the slingers. They do a lot of damage. And here, I'm out of slingers. So I decided to join the fun. And on the third phase, I tend to just stay on the tail area, because he just moves around so much. And it's so hard to focus the wing arm. And perfect dodging the slam is a little bit scary, because you can get like one-shotted with it. And I just find it easier to have a consistent amount of damage if you stay in the tail area. And every time that there's a wound, make sure you break it, because you do a lot of damage by breaking the wound, around 700 damage, I believe. Like, focus strike is amazing for that, looks cool as well. Just make sure that you're using the focus tide drill so it doesn't like get you out of positioning. I messed up there. And then now the ultimate. So what I normally do here, if I don't have the demon boost buff, then I give myself one. So that's where the time barrel will shine. And you don't have to be like so close to it to dodge it. Just wait for the explosion to happen and then dodge towards it. That's the easiest way to perfect dodge the time barrel. So if those high grounds are available, I suggest to go on the high ground, because Pay-Views kind of move slow, and sometimes, I don't know if it's a bug, he just takes a while to move around and you never really know which direction he's gonna go. So if high grounds are available, go on the high ground. And here, using the time barrel again to start the fight, and I'm always using that might pill to boost the attacks. And I have item prolonger 3, so my pill should last about 30 seconds, which is a lot. And I'm still just focusing that tail area. And when he's down, you know, I go to the wing arm or the head. And yeah, don't forget to drop those whenever you get the chance. It does about 4,000 damage and will save you a lot of time during your hunt. And now there's no more high ground, so what I normally do is I just stay as far as I can away from Gogmazios. That way I can like see everything on the ground. I know that some people like to stay underneath Gogmazios, but not me. Not those AI guys. I mean, unlike those AI guys, they just stay underneath. So just focus on using the slingers, because as you guys can see a few seconds ago, he was down only for a few seconds. Like even now, if I were to chase after Gogmazios right now, I'm not going to be able to do that much damage because he's going to get back right up and it's not going to be enough damage compared to just firing the slingers. See right there, I didn't get up right away because I would have gotten hit. And I also have a Ricer a food buff bonus skill, so it gives me more invulnerability time if I'm getting up before I get actually hit.
I'm not sure what you're trying to edit.
But yeah, I always do. I always make sure that I have the demon boost buff before actually start doing DPS during the dragon phase right here. Because you do like 20% extra damage with demon boost buff, and that's a lot. And always sharpen during this phase right here and rebuff just to be sure you have everything. And I think level 1 flare is actually really good because before I was using a convert element. Like, it's good for probably the first and second phase, but like during the third phase, you're not really able to maximize it because you're just running around for the most part, and you can't really, use your dual base that often. So I think Player might be the better choice here, or maybe something else. Who knows? And that is it. I really like this build. I do have another build that I need to try, which is gonna be the Gormagala with the Lord Soul set bonus, and I'm going to try to aim for 100% affinity on that build and see how it works for Gogmazios. But for now, I think that with all of the skills that you can put in this build, I think that this is probably the best. But like I said, I need to try the Gormagala with the Lord Soul bonus with 100% affinity to see if that would actually be better than this one. But so far, there's still a lot of things that I can do to improve on this run. Like, I could probably shave off another minute or at least 30 seconds more if I can just make sure that I pre-buff before I start the hunt. And also, I need to pay more attention to my health because a lot of times I'm not what do you call it? I'm not using potion to fill my health all the way up, and that's just like, you know, wasting the time to take advantage of peak performance. So unless I have the red health available, then, you know, I would want to like fill my health up right away, like all the way up, so I can take advantage of peak performance. And here you guys go. As you guys can see, I have an enhancer or power prolonger 3 on my dragon weapon, because I'm not really able to perfect dodge everything on the third phase. It's hard. I mean, it's not. Yeah, I guess it's kind of hard because if you get hit once, then you kind of risk yourself of getting hit for another time. So what I decided to just do is stick on the tail area, and if I need the demon boost buff, then I would just use the time barrel. And power prolonger 3 helps me keep the demon boost buff much longer. And that is pretty much it for this video, guys. For the next one, I will I will come up with some builds that you guys can use that doesn't have the Lord Soul, because not everyone is going to be able to get the Gormagala with the Lord Soul, or the Gogmapocalypse with the Lord Soul, or whatever. So I'm going to come up with builds that anybody can use while you guys farm for the best skill combinations for your Artian weapon. And so stay tuned for that, and if you like this video, then don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one. All right.